Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Skye and today we have a really exciting video. Today I'm trying, allegedly, the sparkliest eyeshadows in Europe, and I am talking about Bernovich. Bernovich, if you don't know, are a Belarusian indie brand, and I found out about them through Mia's Virtual Vanity here on YouTube. I swear to God, as soon as I watched Mia's video, I'll actually link her video down below because it completely sold me on this brand. I saw her swatches, I saw them on her eyes, and I immediately placed an order. And it shows that I blindly trust Mia and her recommendations, so Mia, if you're watching this, you better have not steered me wrong. Now here are the shadows that I picked up. I refrained and only picked up 6 because I wanted to try out the formula, but you can just see how textured they are in the pan. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see the duochrominess in them. So in this video, I'm going to be swatching these eyeshadows, putting them on my eyes, all that stuff, and I will tell you about them. This is more of like a first impressions video, so anyways, let's get into the swatches. I'm going to be going in numerical order, and all the shadows that I picked up are from their Sparkle range. They have a few different eyeshadow ranges, but their Sparkle range is where this is at. This first one is XO2. This is a really beautiful, sparkly, iridescent shadow, and you can just see the texture in the pan. It's so pretty. Also, ignore my fucked up nails. I need to redo them. Don't judge. I barely tapped into the pan and look how much texture there is. I love it. This one is a little bit more loosely pressed in the pan, a little bit more flaky, but let's give it a swatch, shall we? Let's see if I can swatch it up close. Oh my gosh. It's got more of a transparent base to it. Let me go over that swatch a few more times. Holy shit. That's what it looks like on the finger. It's got a transparent base, but a lot of like blue, green sparkles in it. This reminds me so much of the Divina Sugar Drops shadows, and in case you're new around here, those are my favourite shadows in my collection. Probably my favourite product in my collection overall. But that's number XO2. Holy shit. Next one is XO9, and this literally looks like a pressed glitter, but it's not. It's kind of got like a warm toned base with like some blue and silver reflex to it. It's almost kind of like a rose gold. So let's swatch this. This feels, again, quite loosely packed in the pan, which I do like. I prefer softer eyeshadows. That's what it looks like on the finger. Oh my gosh. Spoiler alert, I'm gonna be saying oh my gosh constantly in this video, so let's do a close-up swatch. You can see in the swatch right there, it's got a warm toned base, but a nice strong like silver purpleness to it. I think I've found love in eyeshadow. Ooh, this is one of my favorites just by looking at it. This one right here is X13, and this kind of has a warm purple base to it with a bunch of green and blue. So I think you can see on the finger the warm purple base with the green and blue sheen in it. Again, please ignore how crusty my nail polish is, but that's X13. Oh my gosh. Again, I'm still trying to get used to swatching on camera with my new camera, so please bear with me. Gonna fix up that swatch a bit. As you can see, this one does have more of a warm purple base to it. This one kind of looks more rose gold. This one right here is X18, and this is like a gorgeous like turquoise color. This one appears to have the most amount of base color to it just by looking at it. This right here is X18, and wow. Wow, wow, wow. If you like turquoise eyeshadows, this is the one. That's X18. This shade reminds me a lot of Tron from the Electro Turquoise palette by Kaleidos. So if you wanted that palette but you just wanted that single, I think this is a good dupe of it. We only have 2 eyeshadows left, and this next one I think is my favorite. When I look at swatches and I look at this one in the pan, this one's definitely my favorite. This is X21, and this looks a lot like Royalty from Cleona and what's that shade from Terra Moon's called? Moontide. It looks a lot like that. It's got like a nice lavender base with a strong like turquoise and gold sheen in it. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to look at this in different lighting to see all the shifts. And that's X21 on my finger. Oh my fucking god. And that's a swatch of X21. Oh my god. Yeah, that looks so much like Terra Moon's Moontide and Cleona Royalty. I don't own those shadows, but that looks like almost an exact color dupe. And the final shade is X24. This one again has a warm purple base with a bunch of like, I think pink and other purple shifts in it. We can tell that I have a theme with eyeshadows that I like, and that's X24 and a swatch of X24. That one has a lot sheerer of a base compared to the other ones. Like, some of these have a more pigmented base color, some of them don't, which I quite like. I like that there's a bit of diversity in the sparkle shadows. But finally, here are the swatches of all of them. Holy shit, they are all so glittery and sparkly. But from the top, we have X02, X09, X13, X18, X21, and X24. This is such a weird angle, but I'm trying to show you as close as possible all of the sheens. I'm gonna put on some matte eyeshadows in the crease, and then we can use some of these. I'm definitely thinking of using this one right here, X21. It looks like a dupe of Moontide. Probably this one in the crease, X02. Okay, so I've zoomed you guys in a little bit closer. I've already done my base makeup, and I've already primed my eyes with the Milani eyeshadow primer. I thought I would show you guys how I do my, like, crease work, because I feel like I might get some questions. And I've decided I'm gonna use the Glamlite Cake palette for all of my mattes today, because this has a big variety of mattes, and I think I'm gonna do a purple eye on this side and maybe like a turquoise eye on this side. I'm not too sure. I want to use that X21 color so badly, so that's what I'm gonna do on this side. So first things first, I'm gonna take this purple shade called Oob, I don't know how to pronounce it, and I'm just gonna quickly whack that in my crease. Also, I have a breakout right under my eyebrow. It's like an under the skin type one, so if my eyeshadow looks patchy, it's because of that breakout. It's not the shadow's fault. I'm now gonna take Purple Frost right here and deepen up my outer V, and I'm just gonna take those two shades again on the lower lash line, and I'm gonna leave the inner portion of my lower lash line blank, because I want to do something. So I'm gonna go in with this color right here called X21, and I'm gonna put that all over my lid. Now, I always use glitter primer with every single metallic eyeshadow I use. It's just how I like to apply them. But I'm actually first gonna go in with my finger and apply that to my lid first, and if I need to spray my brush or put glitter primer on, then I will. So I'm just taking it on my finger. That's without a glitter primer. Are you kidding me? I'm just gonna pick up that eyeshadow on this brush right here. This is an old Makeup Geek brush. And I'm actually gonna spray this brush just so I can be a bit more precise, because I've kind of put this on haphazardly. I'm actually at a loss for words. On the other eye, I'm going to take this shade. It's called Icy Mint, and I'm just gonna do the exact same thing, but on this eye. I'm now going to take this shade right here called Birthday Cake, and I'm just going to put that in my outer V. And now I'm going to do the exact same thing on the lid. I'm going to take this shade right here. This one is X18. And again, I'm going to take my finger and put that on my lid with my finger. Because these shadows, the way that they feel, they're a little bit creamy in the pan. And I feel like they looked stunning in the swatch, but on the eyes, I can imagine using this with a glitter glue would make it even more beautiful, but the fact is, if you don't like using glitter glue or a pigment primer or anything like that, these do work dry. Now I'm gonna put this shade on my inner corners. This is X02, and I'm just going to use this on both inner corners just so we can have a bit more like uniformity with both eyes. Now you may have noticed I left the inner portion of my lower lash lines blank, because I want to use another shade on my eyes, because then I would get use out of 4 out of 6 of the shades. On my purple eye, I'm going to use X24, because this is kind of like a warm purple with more of like a purpley pink sheen, and that's going to go on the inner portion of my lower lash line. Obviously, you're not going to be able to see the shift super well on camera, because this is in a very like weirdly specific place, but if you haven't tried putting metallics on the inner portion of your lower lash line, try it, it's good fun. And on the other eye, I think I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. This is X13. This one has a warm purple base to it, but it's got like green and blue in it, so I think that'll complement this eye nicely. although it might pull a little bit purple. Also, I've noticed while I am like putting my brush in the pan, there's not a lot of fallout in the pan, which is good to know. So I finished off the rest of my face, and as we can see, I am absolutely in love with these shadows so far. And actually, I'll put these shadows next to my Clionadh and Divina shadows so you can kind of see comparatively how sparkly they are. So this is my palette where I store all of my Divina Sugar Drops shadows right here and all of my Clionadh shadows. And these ones right here are from Bernovich. And as you can see, they are on the same level of sparkle as the other ones, but I believe these ones are more textured. This is my favorite palette in my collection. It's just so fun to look at. And I am truly a believer in Bernovich. Seriously, thank you so much to Mia's Virtual Vanity for telling us about this brand, because holy shit. This is just with a finger and with brush application, and these are fantastic. These are on the same level as Clionadh, Divina, Kaleidos, all of those beautiful metallics that we know and love in the indie community, but these ones are more accessible to us if you live in Europe. I personally live in the UK, and when these shipped, they took 5 days to get to me. 5 days. These shadows also retail for about $6.50 US, which in pounds, I believe that's around £5, £5.50. It's really not too bad considering how amazing these are. I think the price is absolutely spot on. International shipping was $10 US, but considering I'm used to paying more than that from buying from the US, and the fact that I don't pay customs on these, and they arrived within 5 days, not paying express shipping, I'm unbelievably impressed. I will continue to play with these shadows and report back with you guys with my full thoughts, but just based on first impression, these are quickly one of my favorite shadows in my collection. But anyways, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Do let me know if you've tried Bernovich before and your thoughts on them, because I've fallen in love. I'm in love with them and I want to place another order ASAP. Full details of this makeup look should already be on Instagram, which is beautyybyskye right here. Do follow me on there if you want to see more makeup content from me. You can also follow me on my other social media. I have a makeup community Discord, the link to join is down below, and my Twitter are all linked down below, along with my Ko-fi page if you'd like to tip me a coffee. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you here. And as always, stay safe, wash your hands, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.